And speaking of buildings, aging ones that we spend so much money on that we could be using to feed, to clothe, to house, to support, and to liberate. In today's passage, Jesus is telling the Pharisees that they are reciting liturgy to a blank wall, so to speak. The practice that they're talking about no longer serves the purpose for which it originally intended. We sometimes need the holy disruption known to us as Jesus to interrupt our patterns so that we can assess whether our current practices really make sense, whether they're really serving our neighbor, because sometimes our traditions, well-intentioned though they may be, can take us away from the heart of the law. Jesus is making the claim that the purity codes are exclusive. You see, poorer Jews living in more rural areas surrounding Jerusalem would have found it much harder, if not impossible, to keep themselves in a state of perpetual cleanliness to the level that the Pharisees claimed was necessary for a pure and righteous life. In today's passage, Jesus is calling the Pharisees out and naming that these practices are excluding people and upholding a de facto segregation system. These practices were perhaps never originally intended to do so, but Jesus is telling his followers that the original intent doesn't matter. What matters is how they impact people today. And that is the work that the church needs to be doing right now.